Sarah Pratt is passing on knowledge she learned from longtime State Fair butter sculptor Duffy Lyon as she holds a summertime butter sculpting class.
Sarah Pratt of West Des Moines is best known for her work at the Iowa State Fair. She's the fair's 5th butter sculptor since 1911, taking over for Norma, better known as Duffy Lyon, in 2006. Sarah is a teacher by trade and likes to share with young people what she's learned over the years about butter sculpting.
Well, I love teaching and I love passing it on. One of the blessings for me in learning butter sculpting was to be just to have Norma Duffy Lyon as my mentor and for her to pass it on to me. So I feel like it's kind of my duty then to pass that love of sculpting onto somebody else. She mentored lots of people over the years, lots of young people from whether it was a 4-H club or if it was a youth from our hometown, along with lots of friends and family members. So I feel like that's kind of part of the tradition of the Butter Cow is to pass it on. So it's all about you guys taking the big idea, looking at the masterwork, and deciding for yourself how they work together.
This summer, she taught Butter Sculpting 101 to a group of kids in West Des Moines. IPTV caught up with her as she showed the students some tricks of the trade.
Well, it's all about working with proportions and how they interlace with mathematics and science, but also with art. And so I want kids to see how maybe more of a mathematical concept is used when you sketch and you draw and you make sculptures, and how you can be more precise. And where this line would be, and then you cut out that butter and use that butter to make your other little towers.
Sarah and the youngsters explored how the Iowa State Fair's world-famous butter cow is created. They dove into the sculpture's long history and examined how math, science, and art all work together to create the masterpieces.
I'm making a tower, and what I'm going to do is on all sides, I'm going to make hearts, and I'm going to cut them out. And then this is going to be like a crown on top of the tower, since I'm calling it the Tower of the Queen of Hearts.
Because I just wanted to learn more about butter carving, and since I love doing like clay, it might help me with more techniques and stuff like that.
I wanted to take this class because the butter cow is such a big icon at the Iowa State Fair, and I always enjoy seeing it, and it just sounded really interesting and different to get to know how to use this and work with it.
Let's say you wanted to make a double tower and then come in and kind of cut off the side, okay?
Sarah worked with the students on proportions and why they're important when sculpting.
When you're looking at proportions and you start with the sketch and the frame, and if Norma Duffy Lyon trained me to look at how many heads long a cow is and how many heads tall, and different breeds are a little bit different. And so if you do that, then what you end up with, if you keep them in proportion, you'll end up with a realism piece of art. And if you exaggerate proportions, you'll come up with a caricature.
It's been 10 years since Sarah has been named the Iowa State Fair's butter sculptor. She's proud of the work she does and happy to share her experiences with young people, something she plans to do again.
I do plan on teaching again. I hope that the kids enjoyed it, and we'll be doing it again in future years. You can find out about the class through the community education program at the West Des Moines schools. It's on their website, and also they send out a pamphlet to the district students every spring.